So we still need more glue. So we could take our ammo. Hey, Krasco. How you doing, Playboy? Let's grab all our ammo. Let's go take a walk to the diner. Alright, German man, I'm not gonna rage. Do you ever play Red Dead Redemption 2? No, I'm not really a big Rockstar fan. Hey, Covert. I am 100% ready for Elden Ring DLC. My body is ready. If the money stays right, yeah, Arkham Rampage is going to be a thing. Kevin Jones, gonna be any rank COD? No, not this stream. We're gonna do a couple hours of Fallout and kind of set. It's Sunday, man. Ain't nobody doing contracts on Sunday. I've said it multiple times. It's gonna be either Monday, Tuesday of this upcoming week before we go over the contracts. Who do you like the most, Dale Jr. or Jeff Gordon? I was not very big into racing. My wife is actually a bigger racing fan, and she likes Dale Jr. What happened to Rainbow Six? I don't know. Honestly, when they updated Rainbow Six on March 2nd, and I downloaded the update, when I logged in, they asked me to log into my Ubisoft account. So I logged into my Ubisoft account, and it put my PC progress up and basically deleted all my PlayStation 4 progress. I don't know if it deleted, but it's not showing any of my PlayStation 4 progress. So, I don't know. As it is right now, I have it deleted. I'm going to reinstall it probably tomorrow at some point and see again. I have an open ticket with Ubisoft asking about it. But I don't, like, my PS4 progress still shows on, like, R6 Tracker and things of that nature. But I think it's a cross-progression issue or something they messed up with the latest patch. I call it Ubisoft because I used to play with a guy who worked for Ubisoft, and that's how he always said it. So I figured that was the correct way to say it. I know some people say Ubisoft, some people say Ubisoft. Like, it's a French company. All right, let's put on our clean striped suit and our military hat.
Hey.
I got a store to run here. You gonna buy?
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Krasco, thank you for the $1, big boy. That's what I'm talking about, my boy. All right, so we have. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. We're dumping all our ammo. We have 2,257 bucks that we can dump here. So at this point, you guys think we should get General Cal's revenge? What do you guys think? Hey, Blackout. I think Destiny's your most played Fallout. You guys think we should grab the sword? Hey, Akita, dude, thank you for the 2. Absolutely, yes. Let's get General Cal's revenge. Alright, at this point, she doesn't really like the frag grenades or something I might want. And the mines. Let's get the mines too. Right, at this point, I want to grab anything that's glue. Because I'm trying to upgrade my armor and stuff, and glue is one of the main factors I'm struggling with. Is there an adhesive? I don't see. She doesn't have any adhesive shit. We can get the bags of fertilizer. I'm buying stuff right now just because. See, like I can buy this leather arm here. I can. That's one. Let's see what shipments she has. She has a fusion core. Where's her miscellaneous? Being junk. we get all the ceramic, but we only we have what, $300? Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we got General Cal's sword, which is fucking good. At this point, we're probably gonna give the bladed tire iron to somebody else, because like General Cal's Revenge is gonna be our medium weapon from probably for a long foreseeable time. Yeah, Azronic, that's 95% true. Like I said, once the contract's signed, I'll be more open with it, and I'm gonna start promoting it.
Mother Nature never ceases.
Build faction pick. This is gonna be a Minuteman playthrough, obviously. Like I'm not worried about the end of the game right now. I'm just trying to. I'm more worried about. I want to concentrate settlement building, which that's why we named it Let's Build a Treehouse. Because like, I think I've tried this on stream before, but this was years ago. But in my head, I've always wanted to build a house that's centered around the tree and sanctuary. But here's the brass tacks for your boy Jay. I'm fucking terrible when it comes to building anything. You remember me, RB Perk? Yeah, I remember you, Zerks. But didn't you troll me? I missed a dono. I did fucking miss a dono. You're right. Thank you for looking out for me. Daniel Curtis. I actually did with that one. Every time I see the name Curtis, I think of the club Cursing with Curtis. Jose Rodriguez with $5. Thank you, Jose Rodriguez. Thank you for the donation, buddy. Hey, Jose, dude, thank you for another 10. Appreciate the 15, dude. You should play Evil Within. I love fucking Evil Within. Evil Within is one of my favorite series, and I'm sad to see that it's probably never going to get another sequel or DLC. Well, I'll be playing Diablo 4 this month. If so, what class? I don't know anything about Diablo 4, but my favorite class in Diablo is usually anything with a summon. My favorite class is Druid. Like right now, like I'm playing the Blade Assassin. She's almost level 91 right now. Dude, Jose, holy shit. Thank you, Jose. Jose's starting to stream off right. Big ups, Jose. Hey, Zerks, thank you for the $2 as well. So I've done a couple things since last stream. Like, and it's just minor shit. Like I built some steps on top of this house, and I put a couple more guns, and I went and got the other power armor that I know of, which I need to take the fusion core out of it. I don't like leaving the fusion core in them. And I went back to Vault 1. I went back up to the vault up there, and I got another, see, he's got Vault 81 on. I went and got another Vault 101 suit, Vault 111 suit.
If you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go.
And I got 2 guys guarding now, so I have an extra number of defense.
Huh?
Carla's here. Maybe Carla has something I can buy. We'll keep all that. That's in our armory.
Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
Hey, Jordy, not being a troll or anything, but I heard you're fighting a Hokage.
I'll take a look. Sure.
I got a little bit of everything.
Alright, so we can get rid of like these little pistols like this. Alright, we're looking for our junk. We're looking for any kind of adhesive. Duct tape. Do they not sell like adhesive like bundles? I guess they would be a lot of money too. Yeah, she just has duct tape. All right, but like, see this tree right here? I'm like, in my head, there's a way to make this tree work. Like, all right, in my head, like, I'd like to have like a deck right about where the green line is, and you can like walk and like have like, you got to build the house out, but I don't know. So many clipping issues. Look at the God rays. Best perk is Lone Warner because dog meat doesn't trigger it. Yeah, but I like having the companions. Honestly. Let's put a quick save down. Concrete foundation, 4x4 surrounding the tree with angled floors on every inner wall. Alright, let's try that. Because I am a fucking terrible builder. I will let you know this. So this shit gonna look busted. I want to get rid of heavy food first. So let's get rid of mutt chops. I might have to move this shit right here. Alright, I bought a thing of concrete. See, these are roofs, floors. Concrete foundation. Want some Wendy's chili? We were ate dinner tonight, man. But if you want to get me some Wendy's chili, you can. Just make sure you get me a... Give me like a lemonade or a sweet tea or something. Alright. I kind of want to plan this out better. How far out do I need to build this? I think we just start and go with it. Or do we build it higher? Jose, here's the Sunday love, brother. Jose, dude, thank you for the $50 fucking dollars, homie. Much Sunday love. Maybe we start out like it big like this. Because, like, in my head, I want the tree to be there. But if I know I get anywhere close to those leaves, it's going to fuck me up. And, like, I got to build it further out than I actually want to. Maybe I can use, like, inner floor panels to get closer. But, like, look at this. Ugh, this is disgusting. Store that. Like, it's already moving. Let's dig them into the ground just a little bit. Okay. But Jose, I do appreciate that shit, homie. Thank you so much. Alright, let's put some concrete stairs into the house. Alright. So at this point, we can probably use some wood. So, like, in my head, at this point, I want to, like, build, like, a wood deck in the middle and have, like, a little area that goes down to the beacon. That's what I want to do in my head. Can you make lanterns? You can make some lanterns. Alright, let's get the wood all going one direction. Because, like, I always do this, like, on other things. And it triggers some people's PTSD. Because, like, I'll have, like, see how the wood's going in this direction? When it should be, like this. You literally put it the wrong way trying to show us, did I? No, it's all straight. I mean, like, they don't perfectly line up regardless. There's a... Snap this bad boy on. Alright. So here's this. Which this ain't too bad, right? Clear that up. So this is like a little cubby hole. It's not too bad so far. Let's go throw a save down real quick. See, how else can we build this thing? Chili and sweet tea there in an hour. Dude, thank you, Dietrich. Thank you so much. Derek, I'm sorry. Derek. I don't know why I want to call you Dietrich. Yeah, that little movies. Those movies are called The Barbarian. That's what that little basement room's for. Alright. So, how can we build this up without the tree fucking with us? Because I like how it sits right now. Like, the tree's coming up through it already, and I like that. So I'm thinking... What I'm thinking is, like, we'll do like some walls here, like some metal walls, and go into a metal roof, or maybe barn walls. I don't know, like, because I know there's like, don't barn have like those like little lights, fences? What are you guys talking about? Fixes? Make fences, not walls. Chain link wall. Let's go look. How's the fence gonna... Like, I need to put an actual wall. Let me try what I was actually going to think about here. Like, I know in barn and like warehouse, there's like a skylight. Which one's the skylight? That's roof. Because these are all like A-frame. But don't they have like glass? Yeah, like these things. Like you can A-roof them. And I figured I would do like a steel wall and like A-roof the glass through this. Jose, dude, thank you for the 100 biggest room. Happy motherfucking Sunday to everyone in this chat. I for the money like that. Dude, thank you, Jose. Let's go. I just don't see how the fences would work. Dude. All right, let's try to do it how I want to do it. All right, we're gonna do warehouse. We're gonna do warehouse walls. The problem the problem with the warehouse walls is I don't really like them. Like what kind of wall is this? Like real talk. Like how's that a fucking wall? Jose, I meant to say I got money like that. Dude, you don't got to convince me, man. You've single-handedly hit my donation goal for me tonight. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Let's put that back in the workshop. Let's see barn. Like, to me, barn is a more fun. We got a barn door. That. We're going to have to move the stairs, I know. Let's see if we can already fix the stairs. Preston, thank you. There we go. Put a I'm gonna build the walls right around it, but we might change this up because I might want to do like a balcony, so I'm not completely enclosed here. But I want to get the basis of the tree done first. See what does this have glass at all? No, the warehouse does. I haven't tried Atomic Heart. That's my problem with John. That's my problem with a lot of like fucking games. Is like the open world is always fucking trash. So like here's we can do 37 of these. We might have to get a glass shipment. That's messed up, right? Yeah. I feel like baby's first building is what I'm doing. So we got the initial walkway up there. So what we can do is we actually can store this and make a stairway up here in the wood floor section. Flip that around. Ooh. Like that. That doesn't match at all. Holy moly, that doesn't match. Huh. So how will we fix this? Use shack stairs. Let's grab the wood floor back. Let me do that. Yeah, this is probably going to be the way we got to fix it. Do it like this and just build around it. Like, what do you guys think? You think I should just go farm more glass? Or you think I should, like, put, like, a roof under it? Because, like, in my head, what I want to do is, like, put the angle glass around the tree. So, like, if you're standing out away from the tree, you can still see the tree coming out the top of the house. I think the barn looks well with that. Like, we could put, like, a neon sign, like, down the side here, in, like Big Daddy J's, you know, Skrilla Villa, or some shit like that. Well, that's the character's name, is Big Daddy J. Big Daddy J. Greasy. Implement the fences. All right, we'll put some fences on it. We'll put fences on it. Glug, glug, glug. All right. Jose, Big Daddy J, dude. Thank you, Jose, for the $120. But dude, thank you, man. All right. I kind of want to put the fucking neon lights on it right now. Structures, fences, wire fence, junk fence. What you guys want, the wire or the junk fences? All right, let's put a fence post at the edge here. I don't know if the fence will work. Just go under the wood structures. Dog, fuck these fences. You put fucking buses up here? Oh, Alvaro Galvez, what a great game. Congrats to Kelly on her weight loss so far. So great to her family. Doc is helping her. Big ups, pimp. Dude, appreciate the $50. Thank you, and Jose. Yeah, Kelly's actually feeling better right now. Dude, thank you for the $50 donation. Hey, Wings, hope you're doing well. Are you going to get ready for the new R6 season? No mouse and key soon? I got to figure out how to get, you know the pimp pad's got to have this shit right here. I got to find a way to get my stuff back. What color neon should we have? This requires power. Can we not make them bigger? I hit him with the A B C D F G H I. I'm gonna put Big Daddy Skrilla Villa. We don't want this one in red. We're going to do this one in purple. Oh, you're right. That'd be there'd be multiple Big Daddies. There's not multiple Big Daddies. Kind of messed up, but I kind of like that. All right, let's take store you, store you, store you. Go back to red. I don't think they have apostrophe S in here, do they? Do they have apostrophes? I think this is supposed to be an apostrophe right here. So how do we... I think we have to do a conduit to light this up. So let's just do this. Let's put it low. I wonder if we can just go downstairs here. Put it like super low down here. And just connect this generator to it. Would that power it? Yes, it will. Let's save it and sleep at night. I want to look at it. Yes, Jose, I'm playing on the PS5. Jordy seems like an electrical hazard. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What do you guys think? You think I should put the A in place? I need to put a C there. SC. And now they're all centered. Let's move the A. Big Daddy Skrilla Villa. There we go. Let's see what kind of signs they have. There we go. Not a K. No, a K, not a C. Alright, we'll change it. Blackout, to the guy who asked, am I the mod who plays this? Yes I am. Dude, fucking Blackout, thank you for the $100. Holy shit. You and Jose fucking make it rain tonight. Hey, Joe, I want to say thanks for the years of content. I've been watching you since the no com days. You've got me through the worst of times I've been through. Dude, I appreciate it, Shane. Skrilla Villa. Alright. We're going to need more. Alright, what am I going to do here? I probably need to build a bigger generator down here. To be perfectly honest, because I don't want to completely run out of power. Can we build a bigger generator down here? Actually, I don't want to. I'm just going to build another really small one. Just hook them up. That way we're not completely out of power. Alright. Let's deal with the glass situation. Make some lights in the basement? Okay. That I can do. That's a laser tripwire. Transmits a power when disarmed. Connects terminal. Okay. Like, I want to make this cleaner. I'm kind of stuck on something. Okay. But I really like to make this cleaner, but you know, it is what it is. I figured like we'll use this as our wiring anyway. Like this is kind of like we can wire most of the house up this way without it being seen. Oh, we got another level up. Alright, so let's connect the wires. Because like these emit electricity in an area. Big donation tonight. Congratulations, my man. You deserve this. Dude, Jose. Dog, why are you throwing all this Skrilla my way? Thank you, dude. Dude, you guys are fucking awesome. Honestly, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Blackout. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, I hate to be like this. Alvaro. Thank you guys so much. I can give you guys a little insight. Is this gonna reach? Yeah. I mean, like, this little basement area is kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. Let's do some lights here. Industrial wall light. Vintage, what's your favorite Fallout game? Never played one, thinking of trying one. My favorite one is Fallout New Vegas. 100% my favorite one. I think I'm going to go wood here. Or metal. Do they not do metal floors? We could do concrete floors, maybe. I think wood's the safe play. Maybe or maybe the safe play would actually be going into warehouse floors. All this requires glass. So I don't want to have a whole bunch of generators running underneath the floor here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another connector out here on the back side. And then I'm going to run some wires. I got a PS3 a month ago and got Fallout New Vegas so I could platinum it like some of the other games, but fuck, it runs like shit. Yeah. Yes, it does. The key there, if you go, you got to clear the cache. 672. That's the key to doing the platinuming Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 on. I don't know if you do Fallout 3, but Fallout New Vegas, I think if you hold the square button when you load the game up, it will like clear the cache, and it makes areas like McLaren Airport actually manageable to. So like I want to do this, like a big bank of windmills. I know these don't generate a whole lot of power, but they're fucking quiet, and that's really the main advantage I'm having here, because that will give my house 3. I get my house 12 power to work with, so as it sits right now. And I can slowly add like windmills on this side. Well, it's confusing. Can you finish a sentence? What did I say? I think it's this context is just pronouncing cache, even though it's spelled cache. Yeah, I think it actually is pronounced cache, but I've always said it cache, like a military cache. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Huh. I think we've made some good progress so far on the Skrilla Villa. All right, let's get us a nice bed in here. So like we need to segregate it out into rooms. So, like, my bed's going to be, like, right here. And you know your boy. These are barn walls, right? Your boy's going to want a window. Can the barn have a window? I mean, yeah. It can. How do these work? Ooh. Okay. Is there another like little half wall? Ah, I see. Pull the bed away a little bit. That's fucking terrible. I don't know. Let's get that drink in that food, Ennis. What's the donation total? $357.28 right now. For barn roofs and shit. They're basically just half walls. Okay. Skeezy, you be building this shit, huh?
Very handy, sir. And I should know.
I'm gonna need to go get glass. Like, glass is something I'm gonna be looking for. Or like maybe a shipment of glass. You know what we could do? I'm sitting here thinking about it. We can build... Like, I always lose track of this thing right here. I think it's a miscellaneous power. Yep. We need two aluminium. Alright. Let's go, boys. We need aluminium. We need glass. We can get glass from like beer bottles and places like that, but I think I know the best place to get this is going to... Hey, it's dog meat. What's up, player? You need to reinforce the American way of saying aluminum. I think aluminium sounds cooler. Let's go and do the little trucking place over here past the farms. Aluminium sounds cooler. Vitamin sounds cooler in American because vitamin sounds like shit. Like, vitamin sounds like you're not even trying to say the word. That's what a YouTuber told me to think. Again, no. That's just me watching Bear Grylls growing up. Alright. I wonder if, let me ask this question. Do you think this is a rated blade? Or like General Cal's Revenge would be better for blitzing? I don't even know how many, because there's a guy who come from underneath this truck. Let's just gonna shoot him in the head. I need to reload it too. I'm bringing out General Cal's Revenge because there's gonna be a couple guys that pop up here. I need to see how much action points it requires. Like this guy, I can get 4 attacks. Versus 4 attacks at like 42 versus whatever this is at 29. Later on when I get the stealth blade or like Pikmin's blade, because Pikmin's blade is obviously one of the best like stealth weapons in the game. I think it doubles like the there's an aluminum can right there. It like doubles the sneak attack, so like Pikmin's blade with like the stealth modifier you can get like times 30. And that's easily the best, you know, stealth kill weapon. Which Pikmin's blade is a reference to fucking Lovecraft. There's some glass. Thank you, Kanji G-Bear. I don't know why people consider me, like, a master of Fallout. I'm a master compared to, like, Kyle. Like, Kyle wants to claim master over Fallout, but the dude was casual as hell. Until you found yourself looking at, like, the Fallout wiki on the shitter. How many do we got here? What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Like, Nuka World has some interesting stuff, like, Cito's, like, Rocket Bat. Like, Cito's Rocket Bat is probably the best melee weapon in the game for, like, single target DPS.
This whole deal with Eddie is wicked shiesty. I mean, what kind of business partner threatens to kill you if the deal doesn't go his way? We are in way over our heads, man. I can't see a way out of this. No way except shutting down and getting out of Dodge. Give me a chance to talk this out with you face to face. I just want both of us to get out of this.
I think this is a DB Cooper reference right here. Which I know DB Cooper, like, landed somewhere in Oregon and not Boston. But, like, I always, like, to me, this always felt like a DB Cooper. It's a duffel bag full of money. He's on the roof. But he could just be, like, that holotape underneath where, like, the business partner killed him. Wings, have you considered the possibility that Boogie gets lucky and knocks you out in the first swing? I mean, anything can happen, man. Like, it's
Loctite.
It's a preliminary fight. It's supposed to be fun. That's how I'm taking it. It's supposed to be fun. And am I going to try my best to win? 110%. Should I be the favorite to win? Yep. I mean, I'm younger than Boogie. I've actually done athletic things in my life. I've played sports. I've had a job that wasn't, you know, on the computer at some point. I'm probably more limber and more physically agile. And at the same time, I've seen a lot of people, like, fucking think I'm not going to do it. So it's like, to me, it's nothing but upside. Nothing but upside. It'll help me out with the YouTube algorithm. It'll get my name out there. It'll paint me in a more fun light than I'm currently getting painted in. It'll put my personality in front of people that normally don't get to see it. Because, like, a lot of people watch, like, the VODs of, like, Sunny V2 and shit like that, and they don't ever actually come and watch me on stream. And, like, sometimes on stream I'm fucking boring. Let's be honest here. All right, but I'm by no, but, like, if you only watch the worst aspects of somebody, you get a representation of them that isn't the best. You know, there's some people can see my personality still, like, oh, you're still bad. Because, like, I looked at a video just yesterday, and don't ask me why it appeared in my feed, because I haven't, like, blocked, like, Banquet Banger yet, or Breaking Banquet, or whatever the fuck his channel is. But he made a video of my last Fallout stream, and I was basically talking about things that chat was bringing up to talk about. And I looked down to the comment section, and they're like, listen to this guy, he's a sociopath. I'm like, good lord, these motherfuckers are brainwashed. Nah, Deplorable Man, you're not banned. It's like, what was I talking about yesterday that would make me a sociopath? I thought this was a fucking butterfly. It's a bloat fly. Dude, the rabbit hole goes fucking deep with some of these people. I think Boogie is 5'9", or I'm 6 foot, so I got 3 inches on him. Wendy's time? Oh shit. Let me go grab that shit. Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Sure, let me just stop what I'm doing to talk to you.
Pipe pistol. Good. I really want to get another perception as well.
Being sarcastic? Leave me alone.
Be right back. Height matters a lot in a far. He look like how big. I don't know a lot about Cyrix, but I see somebody in my chat. What's his name? I would feel bad for Cyrix if he wasn't a horrible person inside. What makes Cyrix a horrible person? Fill me in, chat. What is the consensus? Suck a surprise. I either want to do I got one for you and do like my own rendition of it, like with like a stadium microphone, or I want to do like the Homer Simpson thing, like when he fought like Dredrick Tatum. What was the name of that song? This is sweet tea, but it ain't that much better. Oh man, I haven't had sugar in like a week. Shit hits right. Hey Wings, I finally finished Bioshock 1. The twist ending really surprised me. Hell of a game, in my opinion. I started Bioshock 2 yesterday. Once again, any advice or tips or tricks you can recommend? Bioshock 2, my favorite Bioshock. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And by the way, thank you for the $10. So with Bioshock 2, what I really suggest is learning how to use multiple weapons. The camera system is much different than the other. The video camera is much different than the camera system. So you get points for being creative with your kills. The spear gun is easily the best Big Daddy killer, just like the crossbow is in the other game. But you can't do like the quick weapon switch move anymore. What I like to do is I like to really heavily upgrade like Swarm of Bees, and I use that to like incapacitate enemies, and you can go for headshots with like the rivet gun or like the spear gun, or you could just like Swarm of Bees and just mix it up, like or Cyclone Trap. Cyclone Trap's another good one. It's very low plasmid cost, and it like flings enemies up in the air and basically stuns them. Another good perk. Alright. What should we do now? I need to set up...
Seems to be growing well.
I need to set up a beacon at Red Rocket. I also have a level up I could use. I don't want to burn those adhesives. I have 2 of those. little bit more. Alright, let's see what we got here. Go ahead and grab pocketed for that. Codworth admires me. I think we just leveled up a little bit with Codworth. You need to talk to us?
Hey,
Can I be of service?
Codsworth.
Here you go.
What are your thoughts on our relationship?
Quite well, sir. You've no idea how wonderful it is to have someone to serve again.
That's all for now.
Rings, would you walk out to hell to the king by Avenged Sevenfold? Romance Codsworth? I don't think you can. I think you can romance Kiri, Kate, Piper. I think there's one of the boy characters you're allowed to romance. I don't remember which one it is, though.
Can't be bothered any longer.
Let's pick the heavy pistol back up. Unless it just felt... Nope. We'll sell it on the way. I want to go ahead and... I want to jump out and do... I'm going to go do Paladin dances stuff. Just to have something to do. Nobody romances Kate. Can you romance Hancock? Honestly, I've only ever gotten Hancock for the trophy. Like, Hancock and McCready, I never actually go out my way to get them. I usually end up with Deacon all the fucking time because I want his perk, but his perk takes forever to get. Dude, Strong's a fucking beast. You guys are sitting there laughing at Strong, but you put Strong with a super sledge, he's probably the best companion in the fucking game. He's way better than like the XJ36 dude. I've only had him one time as well. That was during my Institute playthrough.
What's all this then? How?
Only a fucking coward hides.
Do 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 do. Preston is a decent companion too because he uses laser weapons. Honestly, I always make Preston a melee user. Like, I usually give Preston the heaviest armor I can find, and I give him like a melee weapon. Because Preston, when he has to use his fucking laser musket, is fucking terrible. That's just my opinion. Preston with the laser musket is terrible. Like, he misses so fucking much. Colin Park, Bubba Sparks. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Rocking everywhere. It's still better than Nick's pipe revolver. I'd rather have Nick's pipe revolver.
This is all much more exciting than domestic life, I assure you.
Thanks for helping us out with Trudy. You did good. I'll take a look. Sure. You got needs?
Alright. I got a fusion core we can sell. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No. I basically, I did the diplomatic option and I saved them both. I basically persuaded her to pay Wolfgang his money, and I extorted Wolfgang for his money. Why would you kill him? That opens up 2 merchants. There's like, I don't know, there's like almost 150 experience and like speech checks there and 2 merchants that you can collect caps from. I'm just going to dip my toe in and do Dance. And then we're going to do Dance's secondary quest. And then maybe do the start the Brotherhood of Steel quest line, because I want to come back and I want to basically finish up the Skrilla Villa. But I want to get access to a bunch of glass. And one of the ways I can do that is doing quest. Clutch Chris, big ups, dude. Thank you for the $10, player. Who's my favorite companion? I would say Strong, but the issue I have with Strong is more so that I hate how he dislikes you lockpicking anything. So that gets annoying. But like, if it isn't Strong, it's usually Curry. The only issue I have with Curry is you gotta do her quest in a way that so you don't lose that. I think it's 5 health permanently from like the mole rat disease. In like on survival mode. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder if that stacks. That's our first legendary of the playthrough, and that's a pretty good one.
Sir, taking a trip down memory lane with that?
Where'd my quantum go? There it goes. I know bleed and explosive stacks, but I don't know if poison stacks. If it stacks, that's a good little move there. Like bleed, like the thing, like bleed on like a combat shotgun is overkill in this game. Because like bleed actually applies on every pellet of a shotgun, so it applies like 125 damage, and you very easily can just rack up like 1,000 damage and just walk away, and the game will kill them. Wings, I'm about to fall asleep. Can you sing the Hulk Hogan theme song as a lullaby? Oh, God, I don't even know the Hulk Hogan theme song. That's when he did Voodoo Child. And when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Hey, Kendall, thank you for being a member. I don't have the landmine protection right now either. Like I only have 1 level into sneak, which I think I can grab another level into sneak right now. But I need to be level 12 for the mines, which I don't have. So like I got to do this off memory. I know there's some landmines near that sign. There's like 3. There's a landmine right here near these barriers too. So if we jump the barrier here, watch here, and we can walk right up here, and I think this is free. So can you change the UIF color for fun? I could. I just always use it as green. Tell him to eat that dick, Codsworth. Codsworth, you're burning my circuitry here, playa. See if I got any frost skills here. Alright, let's go get Codsworth up before he shits himself. Alright. Militia hat. Clean striped suit. Codsworth's not going to like this. Well, I don't have them. So we can't do red. We can do all the way up to yellow or dark orange. I need to get one in perception, but I also need to start bumping up my endurance. Because I want to be able to get like I want to go up the explosive route too. Like I love melee with like an explosive secondary. I'm gonna take those Brotherhood fatigues.
We appreciate the assistance, civilian.
Alright, look at my guy. My guy's fucking dapper as fuck. Don't even hate. You guys go and look at this.
Out here, like everyone else.
The way you've charged in and engaged those ferals, I find that a bit difficult to believe. Are you from a local settlement?
Do all these questions really matter? After all, I help you fight those ferals.
You make a fair point. If I appear suspicious, it's because our mission here has been difficult. Since the moment of the horizon,
Hey, go Team Venture. God, what was that guy's name? Brock Sampson?
we could use an extra gun on our side.
I think of Brock Sampson every time.
That all depends. How much are you paying?
I think Codsworth hates this.
Mercenary. Typical. Fine. You help us, and I'll see you're compensated for your services. I'm Paladin Dance, Brotherhood of
Pay my shit up front, homie.
Over there is Scribe Halen.
Make the Liar is a title of the Khajiit culture, passed down from the clever Khajiit.
I've been trying to send a distress call to my superiors, but the signal's too weak to reach them.
Sir.
Khajiit has coin.
Proceed, Halen.
Khajiit has wares if traveler has coin.
Police station, but I'm afraid it just isn't enough.
I remember the day that it dawned on me that all Khajiit were like fucking cokeheads. And like Moon Sugar was nothing more than booger sugar.
Range. We infiltrate the facility, secure the transmitter, and bring it back here. So what do you say? You willing to lend the Brotherhood of Steel a hand?
No time to waste. Let's get moving.
Outstanding.
How's that racist? Like, what other race sells Moon Sugar? What other race is known for like dealing skooma and shit like that? It's the Khajiit.
Find his wounds.
Yes, sir.
Reese, once you're on your feet, I want you to make certain the perimeter is secure.
On it.
All right, civilian. It's time.
Anti-Khajiitism.
Head into the police station and
Dude, there's a racist ass book in Skyrim. I forgot what it's named.
Let's move out, people.
All right, big guy. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Alright, let's, Codsworth, I'm gonna need you to hold some stuff, bud.
Hey,
Something. Lisa?
Bro, how can you become a member? If you're on iPhone, you gotta come in through the,
Your prognosis looks
the
pretty
Safari app
grim. Might be more human.
and log into your YouTube.
Yeah, back and shoot you.
Any other way, you can just click the button.
Just quit squirming so I can get these bandages on.
Field Scribe
Scribe Halen, personal log entry 324A. I'm starting to wonder if joining the Brotherhood of Steel was a good choice. I originally signed up seeking protection and comradeship, but I'm worried that I've traded away a bit of my humanity in the process. The Brotherhood's message of hope for the future is idealistic and noble, but their methods leave a lot to be desired. The leadership seems especially misguided. Instead of diplomacy, they wield violent confrontation to exert control. Despite all that, I've been successfully avoiding the fighting by following the career path of a field scribe. I suppose only time will tell how long I can stand the sight of spilled blood over my own moral fiber.
There's military fatigues. These are some of the best in the game. Like for Under Armour. Alright, I don't think we... Like military fatigues give you 2 agility, which helps. That helps with your sneaking ability, and oh, I did not mean to do that. That helps with your sneaking ability and your action points.
Hey.
Sir, right then.
Alright. Hold the laser rifle, hold that. That. Guess you can. How much more can you hold, buddy? Cosworth's kind of stout. Alright, I got one more robot repair kit.
Paladin dance.
You ready to move out? Ready. Outstanding. Follow me, and try not to lag behind.
Yeah, I'm a Breton player, or Argonian. Bretons are the worst race. Changed my mind. Actually, don't. The worst race in the game is the race I play, the Imperials. Their big thing's supposed to be speechcraft, but they don't actually start with like a bonus to speech. And then they have Emperor's Calm, which is almost useless outside of roleplay. I think the second worst race in the game is probably the Argonians. They have like 50% disease, and which, you know, in the grand scheme of things, you'd never actually notice that you're getting the benefit of 50% disease, because you get diseased and I'm like, fuck, I got diseased again. And they can breathe underwater, which pretty much anybody can breathe underwater with the breathe underwater spell, and there's some enchantments that allow you to breathe or walk on water in Skyrim. You know, so like, it's like, what's the fucking point? There is a landmine here that will kill the fuck out of you. I gotta be very selective what I pick up here.
Whoever or whatever is creating those energy readings might be a potential threat. So it's our job to investigate.
Wings, can you collect us some of the more useful junk items to collect? Obviously, everything's based off the weight stuff. Like aluminum cans is probably one of the best items in the game to collect. Aluminum pans, cake pans are all great. Anything with aluminum or aluminium is fucking boss. I've never gotten that stupid preserved pie. I think there's a trophy in Fallout 76 to get the preserved pie too, which makes it even worse. Oh, I leveled up. What do we got? So we can get more endurance. We also need another point into strength to get strong back. We're going to go ahead and take the strength point. I want the extra carry weight anyway.
Not getting past
What is Goy Slob, Lemonade Joe? Carry weight builds overpowered. I find that right around 210 carry weight is the sweet spot. There's a muffled leather. There's a muffled leather left leg right there. We're carrying that with us mainly because I want to grab the mod off of it.
It might surprise you to learn that my recon team isn't the first to visit the Commons. Over the last 7 years, 2 other teams were sent here by the Brotherhood to gather technology. The first team's mission was a huge success. They came back with crates full of pre-war artifacts and historical documents. The second wasn't so fortunate. Shortly after they arrived, we lost contact with them.
That's usually my go-to play. Like if I want to play a game with like this with permadeath, like you go down the railroad, you get the armored suit, you max out armor, you put like an armored like cap and like military fatigues on, and then you max out your health, and then you get like max life giver and shit like that. You end up having like 1400 health with like 70 or 80% all resistance to damage. Like, literally nothing in the game can fuck with you. Like, you can stand in front of, like, a group of Deathclaws and they can't mess with you. I'm trying to run like Dead Space. Ugh. Ugh. I already have almost maxed agility because I went heavy agility on this build because I wanted blitz. So like I'm literally like if I get max endurance and 9 agility, I literally will have like 1 billion action points in this build. If I remember correctly, isn't there like a magazine here? I need this glass. I need this glass for the Skrilla Villa. I need to look up YouTube videos on ways I could build something fun. You can't stream that because you gotta get ready for like. Why doesn't Phil get an accountant? Like honestly. I give all my W-2s to my accountant and like tell me what I owe. She'll send me messages and ask me questions. I'll be like, yeah, click, 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 click. I'll pay my taxes.
See that.
Damn it, I was hoping to avoid this. Look at the evidence. There isn't a single spent ammunition casing or drop of blood in sight. These robots were assaulted.
Why would you have a tax attorney? That means you're paying like $200 or $300 an hour.
They're a group of scientists who went underground when the Great War started. Spent the last few decades littering the Commonwealth with their technological nightmares.
I'll be on the lookout.
Roger that. Let's move out.
I want to get that military board there. That's big circuitry.
I still see a few pieces of salvage that the Brotherhood might be interested in. After we're done here, I'll have to retreat.
You know what I've noticed in like games like Skyrim? Where's the fucking schools at in Skyrim? Like, do the kids just all be dumb as fuck?
Looks like a dead end. See if you can find a way to get that door open. I'm gonna reconnoiter the area.
I let Paladin Dance carries me like I'm playing a rainbow session. Just gonna let you guys know this. I have no interest in doing anything combat in this area. You walk over here, and you let him blast off. Get Overseer's Guardian. That's the lamest shit in the game. Like Overseer's, like to me, even like a combat rifle is overpowered in this game. With so much overpowered shit. I want to take one shock baton home. I wonder if the
Hold up. I think we're being stalked.
I wonder if the Institute like synths are considered robotics, or are they considered more humanoids? Oh my lord. I think the last time I fucking saved was way the fuck back. Yeah, I was way... I just got done with the Skrilla I'm almost certain. We might be doing a just chatting stream here, boys. How far are we in the Skrilla right now? Did we get the windmills up? Alright. Cool. We'll do that shit again a little bit later. Let's do some just chatting. I'm doing this so people can make fun of me, but like, look at Wings. He's in fucking Euphoria smelling that chili. Fat fucking gut. Hey, anybody know when that Wendy's chili's supposed to be hitting that food line? You know your boy gonna have to cop and do me a fucking short video on it. I don't think boxers normally eat Wendy's chili. It was offered to me. So I think 200 calories of chili is not going to throw me off my big fight. That's what I consider. Dude, when that Wendy's chili hit that can, I'm like, dog. Like, what you gonna do is you go get an actual Wendy's chili, and then you make it in the can, and then you just do a test taste. Oh no, it's overseas. It's gonna take place in Europe. Let's see. How many calories in a small Wendy's chili? 170. A small Wendy's chili contains 16 grams of carbs, 12 grams of net carbs, 5 grams of fat, 15 grams of protein, and 170 calories. This is the small. The big one's 250. I know what Wendy's chili is. Here's a fun fact. Wendy's chili is approved for like weight loss recipients and shit like that. Do I get heartburn from chili? Nah. Honestly, I've had heartburn since I was a little kid. What happened to Mick? Well, Mick was Mooney, and he just kind of disappeared. They ended up like taking his channel down and shit, and he just kind of like walked away from it. Broski, Braves season prediction: Mets and Phillies gotten better. I mean, if you want to... I know this isn't the question you asked me just now, but I'm going to circle back to me. Give me some time here. Did you guys see how the Red Sox played Joey Gallo in the spring training? For those of you who don't know, the Red Sox took the left fielder and moved him where the third baseman used to be. So they basically left field completely open. And I'm saying this because the Phillies have their own Joey Gallo in the name of Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber is a better hitter than Gallo, but Schwarber pulls the ball. Like, Schwarber can't hit it to left field for the most part. Think of the last time you seen a Kyle Schwarber home run in left field. I'll wait. But you know, you got Kyle Schwarber wanting to lead off. You got Trey Turner, who, you know, he's going to want to lead off. You got a new head coach. I think the Phillies are finishing third, honestly. Like, I know there's probably Philly fans out there, and this is my honest opinion. The Phillies are going to be third. They're going to get into the playoffs. They're going to be the wild card again. I think the Phillies got hot at the right time last year. And did they beat my Braves? 100%. They beat the Braves. But they were hot at the right time last year. I thought they got rid of Rob Thompson. I know, because somebody had an interim coach that did real well and they shit on him. But I like, the shift is still somewhat back. And like, I'm sure like people like Matt Olson's going to start out on fire. That's my prediction, that Matt Olson starts out on fire, and they're going to start doing that shift that the Red Sox did against Joey Gallo on him. Or because like, because without the shift, Matt Olson's like a 280, 300 batter that hits 40 home runs. He's like MVP level, right? The people, I'm more worried about the Mets than I ever worry about the Phillies, right? Verlander is a better pitcher than DeGrom is currently. Scherzer is already figuring out strategies with the pitch clock, right? Scherzer basically learned that he can control the at-bat because batters only get one time out now. And you have to have, the pitcher's allowed to hold the ball as long as he possibly can. His last pitching stint, Scherzer, he got called one time on a ball because he was complaining about it because, like, you know, like in basketball when you got a shot clock and you throw the shot up at 0 seconds, there's still like you have 1 second still at 0 seconds. It goes to like the third and fourth decimal place. The baseball clock doesn't do that, and he complained that you don't get like the third and fourth decibel plays because he wants to be able to hold the ball and control the pace of the at bat as much as humanly possible. And like Scherzer's scary. He's a tactician and he's a psychopath, and he's first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm more afraid of the Mets than I ever am of the Phillies. I'm gonna put it out there. But the benefit of this is this next season you don't face your division as often as you used to. You used to face your division between 15 and 20 times a year. We don't got to face the Mets 15 to 20 times this year. We get to face other people. So I think that's going to help the Braves out because we don't like the National League East is fucking rough. Think about it. Nationals won a championship. Braves won a championship. Mets had 100 wins. Phillies went to the World Series. I mean, like, the National League East has been one of the roughest divisions in baseball for the last decade. Yeah, the Marlins got better, too. Marlins got scary good pitching, honestly. Like, the Nationals are a joke right now, but, like, the Marlins aren't a pushover no more. Like, you can't guarantee you're going to win 75% of your games against the Marlins. They probably got the best pitcher in baseball currently. I mean, I can't say the best pitcher in baseball currently, but the pitcher with the most upside in baseball. Sandy Alcantara. Astros got better. Again, like what I just said that's going to help the Braves is going to hurt the Astros. And I had Astro fans get mad at me earlier because the Astros are in a weak division, right? The Mariners are good, but like the Angels don't have a complete team. The Athletics fucking are terrible. The Rangers are fucking terrible. And the Mariners were terrible for a while. And like the Astros just beat up on a weak division with a really good team. Which, like the Mariners are the only team in that division that's like champion, that's playoff caliber at this point in time. Yeah, I remember the Montreal Expos. They're the Nationals now. Expos in '94 had a great ass team. And Marquise Grissom, they had Henry Rodriguez, they had Pedro Martinez, they had John Weatherland. Larry Walker. Moises Alou, yeah, you're right, Moise. No, Marquise Grissom is a sacred name in the Jordan household. Because for the longest time, Marquise Grissom called the last out of the '95 World Series, and that was the last Braves championship. Which is funny now. Dansby Swanson got the ground ball, and he threw it to Freddie Freeman, who caught the last out of my last World Series, and they both gone now. We don't got Freddie or Dansby anymore. Or the pitcher that was pitching, Will Smith. And the catcher that was catching is the backup catcher now. It's funny how, like, within like 2 years, everything changes. Oh, yeah, I hit the goal. I hit the goal well. No, I don't watch the Oscars. Like, the Oscars are fucking pointless. Like, all the Oscars are Music Choice Awards or Kids Choice Awards, whatever the fuck you want to watch. It's just rich people giving each other awards or how great they are. I don't need to watch that shit. And even then, they get the shit wrong. They get it wrong. Like, Viggo Mortensen didn't get any award for his portrayal of Tony Lip in The Green Book. Green Book's a fantastic movie. Viggo Mortensen disappeared into the character, and he got no recognition of it. How are you saying The Green Book's an awful movie? The Green Book is. I'll give you a rundown what the Green Book's about. The Green Book is about two guys that travel through the Deep South during Prohibition, not Prohibition, the Civil Rights era. And the reference in the movie, The Green Book is a book that was given to black travelers to let them know where to avoid. There's a thing called sundown towns where like you weren't allowed to be in town if you were black after dark, and there were places, hotels that wouldn't serve you or restaurants that wouldn't serve you. And the Green Book kind of like let you know where you could stay and where you couldn't stay during that time. It's a great movie, though. It's a wonderful movie. Oh, it's way better than like. Granted, don't get me wrong. Boo Bradley's a gangster. But To Kill a Mockingbird wasn't that good of a movie. Like, Green Book's a way better movie than Kill a Mockingbird. Dude, the Green Mile made me think that what's the old boy's name? Who played the prisoner in the Green Mile? Michael Clark Duncan. I thought Michael Clark Duncan was the biggest man alive, how they filmed him in that shit. Like, when he's walking next to, like, Tom Hanks' character in that one scene where they're actually walking the Green Mile, and the motherfucker looked like he's 9 feet tall. You know, the size of a fucking barn. Yeah, he was a big dude, but he wasn't as big as they made him out to film. It's the way you film people. Like, they do that with Jason all the time too. Like Jason Voorhees would always be like 6'4", but they do very low camera angles, so like you look like big and impressive because the angle makes you look bigger. Oh, somebody said No Country for Old Men. I think I get synonymous with that movie all the time because, like, I've always said this: No Country for Old Men has the best shot scene in cinema history in it. Yeah, the quarter flip scene at the gas station. There's no music. You don't know anything about either. You don't have to know anything about either character going into it, and it is captivating. Everything about it is perfectly acted. There's so many subtle hints in the background scene. You could show that scene to anybody, and they'll want to watch the rest of the movie. Quarter flip scene in No Country for Old Men is one of the, in my opinion, maybe the best scene in cinema history. I don't really watch superhero movies. Bathroom mirror scene from Contact. I gotta see that one. I don't understand this scene. I haven't watched Contact in so fucking long either. Yeah, give my fuck Bone Tomahawk. Like Bone Tomahawk is just one of those dark movies. Like rest in peace, Sid Haig, which a lot of movies wasted Sid Haig. Like magnificent horror movie actor. But fuck Bone Tomahawk. Braveheart's a good movie. I can't say it's not a good movie, but like Braveheart's a movie that's glorifies William Wallace more so than the actual hero of the Scottish Revolution. What is my favorite TV show? Mystery Science Theater 3000. Here's a fun fact about the movie Four Brothers, Black Rose. It's actually a remake of a western called the Sons of Katie Elder, a John Wayne film. My favorite Tarantino movie? Oh. Favorite Tarantino movie. Hold up. Like, I always have a thought with this one, right? Like, the first thing you think about is the correct answer, but I don't think it is the correct answer, right? Because, like, the first thing that popped in my head was Death Proof. But I don't think Death Proof is my favorite Tarantino film. Like, and the second thing that popped in my head was Pulp Fiction, but I don't think Pulp Fiction is my favorite Tarantino film. I think it's Django Unchained. Like I feel like Django Unchained or like The Hateful Eight, I can't not watch those films when they're on. Like if Death Proof was on TV, I can do with or without it. But if Hateful Eight or Django Unchained is on the TV, I have to watch it. Just have to watch it. I actually like The Dentist, Dr. Schultz. Like Dr. Schultz is one of my favorite characters, and like, which is funny because he played a bad guy in like the Inglourious Bastards, but like to me, Inglourious Bastards was like ripping off like Sergio Leone scenes, left, right, and center. Like the movie opens with like a scene from The Good and the Bad and the Ugly, where you had a guy named Lee Van Cleef. He played a character named Angel Eyes, and he basically came and he like went to this man's house and started eating this man's breakfast and all this, and like it's pretty much almost scene for scene what he does to the French guy at the beginning of Inglourious Bastard. But like Tarantino makes good movies. I haven't seen Tarantino's last film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I have seen Peter Jackson's earlier work. Peter Jackson did a lot of low budget horror movies and like horror comedies early on, and I've watched most of them. Like Dead Alive. Dead Alive is one of my favorite like horror comedy movies. Yeah, The Thing. I was about to mention The Thing. Like between The Shining, Space Odyssey 2001, and The Thing. Those are, in my opinion, the 3 most talked about movies in cinema history. Like, I've watched a man make a YouTube video that's an hour and 10 minutes long discussing the eyes of Child's character and MacReady's character at the end. You know, it's like, that's how deep, like, people look into The Thing. The Thing is such a good fucking movie. Like, you've never seen John Carpenter's remake of The Thing from Another World? You got to. It's better than the original movie to begin with. I mean, like, it's technically a remake, but it's technically not. It just kind of, like, borrows the premise and does its own thing with it. Have I seen Fire in the Sky? I have not. You think the kennel scene is the wildest scene in that movie? I always thought, like, where Norris's like heart attack scene is the wildest scene in The Thing. Yeah, that Lim is talking about it. The CPR scene. That's fucking crazy. Like, and it holds up so well because it's actual. Lore wise, Childs wasn't the thing, right? Like, people wanted to say like MacReady gave Childs like a Molotov cocktail that was basically, you know, gasoline, and he drank it without thinking about it, or like if his eyes were like backlit and had like a shine to them, they weren't the thing, or maybe it was the other way around. But honestly, like, John Carpenter directed a video game sequel to The Thing, and neither MacReady or Childs were the thing. They were both human at the end of the movie, and that's canon. Fun fact about the flailing worms out of the dogs is actually the thing trying to replicate heartworms. That's what the tentacles were about. Because it tries to replicate every cell perfectly and got caught midway through. We're talking about the 1982 John Carpenter's The Thing. Like, John Carpenter did a lot of good movies. Like, John Carpenter's one of those people that don't get credit for it. Like, for example, like The Pit. Like, Fallout 3's The Pit is 100% Escape from New York. Like, even then, like, people make fun of, like, some of John Carpenter's movies, like Escape from L.A. Escape from L.A. is fucking fire. If you thought Escape from L.A. sucked, you just don't like movies, right? Just don't like movies. Let's be honest here. Like, Prince of Darkness, you know, what's another movie that people steal from all the time? Escape from New York. But he did another movie that people take from all the time. I liked vampires. I honestly did. I thought it was a little, like vampires and like Ghosts of Mars were like some of Carpenter's weaker stuff. But like, take for example like Big Trouble in Little China. Hell, Mortal Kombat came from Big Trouble in Little China. Like, the fucking game idea. How are you saying John Carpenter's overrated? Yeah, In the Mouth of Madness was good, yeah. the Sam Neill movie. I think In the Mouth of Madness was better than Event Horizon, but like Event Horizon is one of those movies that video games steal from a lot of too. I just thought the whole like, you know, the ship going through a black hole and entering into hell was a dumb plot point. Good Will Hunting is probably the best Robin Williams movie. Trying to think. Like, that's the one I like the most. You might be right. I might think Good Will Hunting is Robin Williams at his best. But like my first thing I wanted to think about was like Aladdin. Because like Robin Williams was the voice of Genie in Aladdin. And like I think that's his most memorable role. I'm going to say something controversial. Predator 2 was better than Predator 1. And every film since Predator 2 kind of sucked. I agree with that too, Skeezy. Exorcist 3 is better than Exorcist 1. You can't tell me Alien. You can't tell me some, fucking Paul Anderson movie is better than Predator 2. Predator 2 has so many fucking iconic scenes from like when he fights, stands up to the Jamaican in the alleyway, or when he kills the Jamaican gang and like skins them and hangs them everywhere, or like the scene on top of the building where he's like holding the skull up, and then like you had Gary Busey fucking doing his like prime Gary Busey being crazy as fuck. Yeah, Linda Blair was like, I liked the first Exorcist movie, but I never got on board with like being the scariest film of all time. It was one of those films that were like troubled people because a lot of people were like religious and it kind of pushed the boundaries because it came out in the fucking 70s, right? But Exorcist 3, that's such a better. It has the best jump scare in movie history anyway. Like if you want to see the best jump scare in movie history, like put Exorcist 3 jump scare in YouTube and watch it. Like it'll get you. Even if you're waiting for it, it'll get you. But it's got Brad Dourif, fucking amazing, and God, what's his fucking name? He's one of my favorite actors. He played Patton. George C. Scott. That's who it is. George C. Scott fucking killed it in The Exorcist 3. I've never seen Smile. I actually want to see Smile, but I have seen Barbarian. Dude, Barbarian was good as fuck until you've seen the end of the movie. Like Barbarian was 10 out of 10 for like 70% of the movie, and then it drops to like a 3 out of 10 toward the end of the movie. Like they did the front end of that movie so well, like with like the boy and the girl, and like the hallway and the room. Like it's like, oh my god, this is so good. They've set it up so perfectly. You know what my favorite Brad Dourif movie is? And you're gonna look at me dumb as fuck. It's Graveyard Shift. I think Brad Dourif's like exterminator character in Graveyard Shift, Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I'm 100% agree. Unbreakable was better Glass or Split. But Split was a good movie. I didn't like Glass. I would go so far and say, to me, like, Unbreakable is like one of the best superhero movies ever made. Like, because it's like a realistic take on what a superhero would be. Bill Skarsgård did a good job at it and Barbarian. The best M. Night Shyamalan movie. Would Unbreakable be that? I'm one of the few people that likes The Happening. So I know I'm in the minority there. I hated Signs. I liked Sixth Sense when I first seen it. But the more I watch it, the less I like it. I've always liked Unbreakable. The Village is the only movie I've ever walked out of the theater on. Like, I literally walked out of the theater on The Village. Well, Bruce Willis has taken the fucking Steven Seagal into the career acting course. Dude, Midsommar is a good movie. What part of Midsommar did you not like? I liked it better than Hereditary. What I was thinking. So you didn't get to the part where like the dude pissed on the tree, huh? Oh no, that's after that. Yeah, you were toward the end of the film there. The throwing themselves off the cliffs is at the very beginning of the movie, right? I think I've only seen that a couple times. I remember being so hyped for The Village. Like I used to, like, I was an M. Night Shyamalan fanboy when he first came out, and I'm like, fuck yeah! They had like the yellow flowers, and like you couldn't go into the woods, and they set this to be up like this town that's besieged by werewolves, like with the trailers and shit, and then they threw the okie dokie on you, boy, and like I remember when I remember being so mad sitting halfway through that fucking movie. I hate The fucking Village. It's not a good twist in The Village, though. Like, you see that shit coming a mile away. I'm not going to give the twist away, but you see it coming. Favorite Rob Zombie film? Probably Devil's Rejects. Like, I would say House of a Thousand Corpses, but like I only really like the Captain Spaulding section of House of a Thousand Corpses. Like, if they just took the Captain Spaulding section and like with like his like ride and everything and like stretched it out, that would have been a better movie than what they did when we went to the Firefly. Was it the Firefly house? Favorite Trailer Park Boys character? J-Rock. Isn't Bill Skarsgård being in the Crow reboot? Let's just be grateful that Alec Baldwin's not going to be in the Crow reboot. Because Alec Baldwin already did the Crow already. For those you don't know, Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, was the original Crow. And he was shot in the face with a blank right toward the end of the film. And they had to like make certain scenes of the film to actually release the film. And pretty much Heath Ledger's Joker character is Brandon Lee's the Crow. Like the whole, the Dark Knight Joker character that everybody worships. Almost every scene is ripped from the Crow. Yeah, the original Crow is amazing. Don't watch any of the sequels, though. The sequels of The Crow are fucking trash. And if you haven't seen The Crow, go watch it. Go watch it. It is one of the best revenge movies ever made. What kind of movie would I write if you got paid money for it? I actually have I kind of lost it at this point. I was writing a script called Deep Red. Deep Red was about Earth like basically failing, and society as a whole had to take a journey across the stars to Sirius B, which is the closest star to us. And they had a starship that was, I think I called it the Setting Sun or something like that, or something poetic. And it would basically talk about the trip to the new planet. And, well, the trip to the star and finding the planet, which there was going to be a planet that was 100% red like Mars, but it could hold an atmosphere. Well, right. But I'm talking. The fact is, Earth is unsustainable. We have to go to another star system. That was the premise of the script. It was supposed to be a sci-fi like action horror. Are you talking about the movie with God, what's his face? What's his name? The Cousin Eddie's fucking brother, who played in the Disney movie. Dennis Quaid, yeah. That's a good movie though. What's my dream job? Not working. Hey, Dr. Gray. We already discussed favorite Tarantino movie. Randy Quaid was good in Independence Day, but Independence Day isn't that great. I remember as a kid I was excited about it. It's a good blockbuster film, but let's be real, Independence Day isn't that fucking great. I think you're confusing my script with Armageddon, dude. That's Armageddon. It had Ben Affleck in it and Bruce Willis. Favorite Saw film? The original one. The original Saw film is the only good one. And I stick to that. Are they doing a God, what's the fucking name? I Am Legend sequel? I almost thought I seen that they were doing an I Am Legend sequel with Will Smith. Dude, I remember seeing I Am Legend in the theaters because I'm a huge Vincent Price fan, and he was in a movie based off of I Am Legend, which I Am Legend is the name of the book, called The Last Man on Earth, and I loved him at Last Man on Earth. So I remember going to it. This was 2008. This is before I had a YouTube channel, and I remember being in the movie theater. And they had a 2007 Ford Mustang Shelby GT with the 5.4 supercharged come in there, and it's like you could hear that supercharged echoing over the empty buildings of New York City, and he's like chasing fucking deer down. He got an assault rifle and a dog. I'm like I was so into that movie when in the fucking theaters. I was like, yeah. Don't come at bacon. Nah, dog. See yourself out, man. Spiral sucked ass. Let's be real here. I have seen a Mega Man 2. I didn't like Charleston Heston's version, but I'm not a big Charleston Heston fan to begin with. Like I don't know. I've always liked Vincent Price. I like like 13 Ghosts. I like The Pit and the Pendulum, Mask of the Red Death. Yeah, House on Haunted Hill. He was in that too. The 13 Ghosts you're referring to, or is the one with Tony Shalhoub, Sir Slaughter? I'm referring to the one with Vincent Price. Tony Shalhoub's a great actor too. He was in the original Fallout. And like every time I see Tony Shalhoub, some people think Monk, I think Wings. Because Wings used to come on right before wrestling did. Wings would come on at 8 o'clock, and Monday Night Raw would come on at 9. So like. You know what came on after wrestling? Silk Stockings. I always thought that was weird as hell. You'd watch Wings, you'd watch Monday Night Raw, then you watch Silk Stockings, and then it would be USA Up All Night with either Rhonda Shear or Gilbert Gottfried. Best Johnny Depp film? Oh, that's a hard one. Like again, my gut wants to be Nightmare on Elm Street because that's where I remember him from the most. But it's most likely the best Johnny Depp film. Most likely is either Edward Scissorhands or one of the you know Disney films like Pirates of the Caribbean. Best Leonardo DiCaprio film is Django Unchained. Candy in Candyland is perfection. Thoughts on Jim Carrey? I felt like Jim Carrey would be a better serious actor than he is a comedian actor. Like, I've always wanted this. I've always wanted him to reboot the movie Death Wish and have Jim Carrey be Paul Kersey. Because I feel like he could portray that character well. Right? Have Jim Carrey being that normal everyday guy that gets pushed to the edge where he wants to be a vigilante. Gene Wilder did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory better. But like I think Johnny Depp is a better actor than Gene Wilder. Best Batman actor? Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is Batman. Thoughts on Denzel Washington? Training Day is the GOAT. Like I like a lot of Denzel movies. I liked Unstoppable. I like Training Day. I like The First Equalizer. You know. I mean Denzel picks his roles well. John Q's a masterpiece. You know, American Gangster, another great movie. Yeah, there's bad Denzel Washington movies too. Unstoppable is a bad Denzel Washington movie. I just happen to like it. Favorite director? I think Quentin Tarantino might be my favorite director. Because like 9 times out of 10, Quentin Tarantino is going to throw you a banger. It's hard to go into a Tarantino movie and not be entertained at least at some portion of the movie. Tarantino don't make bad movies. I mean, Kubrick made bad movies. Like, yeah, I know some people like criticize me, you know, because Kubrick did like 2001. He did like The Shining. He did, you know, all these great movies like Full Metal Jacket. But let's also remember Kubrick also did like, what was that movie he made in the 90s with all the fucking masks? What is the name of that one called? Eyes Wide Shut, yeah. Like, I hated Eyes Wide Shut. Thoughts on Jack Nicholson? He was great in The Shining. I don't think he's as good an actor as people make him out to be. I never liked any, like, Nicole Kidman was good in like Top Gun and that was it. Like, fuck the others, fuck like Days of Thunder and every other like Tom Cruise vehicle that she like tagged herself onto. Like, Nicole Kidman, I don't know, I'm not a big fan. Thoughts on Kevin Spacey? He was amazing in Seven and K-Pax. I also loved him in American Beauty. I think he's a disgusting person, though. Was Nicole Kidman not in Top Gun? Ooh, Baby Driver. I love Baby Driver. Every time I see The Last Samurai, I think of the Paul Mooney. I'm gonna write me a picture. It's gonna star Tom Hanks. That's Kim Basinger in LA Confidential. Best shootout in film history was Heat? Huh. Like, the shootout I remember the most was fucking in Scarface remake with Tony Montana. Like, that's up there. I mean, like, there's also the shootout scene in The Magnificent Seven. There's also the horse riding. There's also the shootout scene in Open Range. I think the shootout scene in Open Range is fucking great as well. I don't think people remember Open Range, though. Did I see what El Presador said about the fight? No, and nobody else did either. Except you. My favorite Limp Bizkit song, Boiler. Boiler is my favorite Limp Bizkit song. I mean, the final shootout in Gran Torino was just sad. How's that great? Like, I mean, I understood it. It was a good ending, but it was a sad ending. It's kind of like Million Dollar Baby. Like, I can't watch Million Dollar Baby without crying. Ooh, shootout scenes. Motherfucker, what about fucking Unforgiven? How we think the greatest shootout scenes do not bring up Unforgiven? God, Unforgiven is such a good movie. My favorite Western? God, I might have just named it. Now, let me think about it for a second. No, it's The Good and the Bad and the Ugly. Favorite Western is The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Unforgiven's probably number 2, though. And then, like, is Django considered a Western? Because it might be number 3. Favorite Natalie Portman film? V for Vendetta. Favorite scene for V for Vendetta is the rose scene. It's so well done. You going with The Professional? Professional was a good movie. But the only thing I really remember about The Professional was that scene where the SWAT team is coming into his house and he's like hiding above the door and he like closes the door behind them and like kills them and then opens the door back up. we're repeating stuff, just like, but we already talked about No Country for Old Men. Star Wars prequels. I'm gonna say nay. Like, I went and seen all the Star Wars prequels when they came out in theaters. I'm that fucking old, right? Because I didn't make the original movies, but I made the prequels. And I fell asleep during the Attack of the Clones, like halfway through when all the fucking like political shit was happening with Dooku and all them. And then I woke up toward the end when the clones and all came, and then like they made Jango Fett to be out this like human fucking badass that they wanted to make all the stormtroopers at, and then Mace Windu killed him in like a nanosecond. Right, but they could have had a better fight scene than like Jango Fett literally getting hit by this rhino thing, and then Mace Windu just literally giving his back up to him in a fight and cutting his head off. Because like in the books, Boba Fett grows up to hunt down most of the Jedi himself. Him and Anakin kill most of the Jedi off. Favorite Pedro Pascal movie? Honestly, I didn't know he existed until The Last of Us. And I'm still on the fence about The Last of Us as a TV series. It's a good watch, but like it skips so much in the book. Like they have to have like a bang ass ending for it to be like, yeah, this was a good rendition of The Last of Us. Because right now they're just skipping everything. Like, think about it. Like, you've seen how many fights with infected? 3, possibly 4. Like, half the fucking TV series is them literally like walking around. Like they like Henry and Sam's section was completely skipped. They took out Henry and Sam, like, you know, fucking turning on Ellie and fucking Joel and abandoning them. They took out they made Sam deaf for some reason. Like they took out them, like, I don't understand it. I like the sniper scene, for example. The sniper scene I thought was going to be this big epic action scene, which it kind of was, but like I was talking about more for when Joel getting up to the sniper. But literally, he's like, Joel's like, I'll take care of this, stay down. And next thing you know, he's like taking care of the sniper. They don't even show him get to the house. They did do some things I liked. I loved the Bill and Frank change. I thought that was a good change. Well, I know you hate that woke shit, but like it's better written than they did it in the video game. The video game, Frank got like bitten because he was mad at Bill, and he was on the other side of town, and he ended up hanging himself instead of turning. Like, and like at the end, he didn't even like apologize. He said he hated his guts in the letter and shit like that. I feel like them like living their life out and choosing to like die together in old age because one of them got cancer. It's a much more satisfying and fulfilling conclusion to their storyline than Bill just being stuck in a town by himself, and you know, the one person he actually cared about in life, you know, died hating him. You know, like the game is way bleaker. Favorite Mad Max movie? Fury Road. Anybody that tells you that Fury Road isn't the best Mad Max movie is an idiot. That's not even an opinion. The fun thing about Fury Road is like George Miller wants to do another one before he gets too old, but they don't want to make it. But like they don't want to push him to do it. Dude, Road Warrior is a good movie. It's an iconic movie. But like Fury Road's a masterpiece. Like there will be people talking about Fury Road 25, 30 years from now, which probably the Road Warrior too, but not so much because like Fury Road's so beautiful. It took the most simple concept. It's a film that shouldn't exist in a time that it was 2015, in a movie that had real cars with real practical effects with very limited CGI, and the whole film takes place on like one big chase. They literally like drive out to the swamp and realize that what they're looking for isn't there, and turn around and go back to the place they started at, and it kicks fucking ass. Yeah, Mad Max video game's fucking tight too. The bad thing about the Mad Max video game is that it fucked Fury Road up because like they put the video game out before the movie, and they like Warner Brothers literally took like all the stuff they owned because they own the rights to they own the rights to the Mad Max franchise, and put in a bunch of like spoilery shit, like the War Boys and everything like that, before Fury Road came out into the game. What else did Reddit say today? I don't know what you're talking about, Zach. I can see you, Max. Did I like The Mist? I love The Mist. Speaking about The Mist, and the connection between this is they wanted to shoot The Mist in black and white, and like the studio told them no. So like it had to be shot in color, and that reminds me of a movie called Clerks. Clerks is one of the funniest movies ever made, but the second and the third movie fucking sucked ass. And just how my brain works. Dude. The only movie I ever snuck into was Terminator 3. And that was a terrible choice. I was like 16 or 17 when Terminator 3 came out. And there was this bitch that wouldn't let me in. Like my friend Kelly, he was 18 at the time, and I was like 17, I think. Or I was like 16 about to turn 17. Ghost ain't real, dude. Max, what do you need, buddy? What do you need, Max? Favorite Clint Eastwood movie? There's a lot of good Clint Eastwood movies. I'll tell you, my most disappointing Clint Eastwood movie was The Mule. Like, Trouble with the Curve is a really good movie. Unforgiven's a really good movie. The Good and the Bad and the Ugly is a really good movie. Pretty much all the Sergio Leone movies are really, really good. Outlaw Josie Wells. Like, I loved a lot of the spaghetti western movies that Clint Eastwood was in. $1 Million Baby is a fucking masterpiece. Gran Torino. Like, I'm gonna go with Unforgiven, but like, there's a lot of good Clint Eastwood movies. See, that's why I ignored it, Max. The video's gonna come out when it comes out. No, I didn't see Cocaine Bear. I heard Cocaine Bear sucked, so I didn't waste my time because like everything in life is expensive now. Dude, I tried to save my money. I mean, I've been spending a little more freely this last week because Kelly's been sick and I don't cook. But like, yeah, I've been having like Kelly can put some ice cream away because she had some teeth removed and like mashed potatoes and ice cream's all she's been wanting. Gas actually went down here. I think last time I put gas in my truck it was $55 and it was $2.82. So we're paying for gas right now in South Carolina, $2.82 for 86. I think it's like $3.10 for like premium. It's like a little over $4 for diesel here. There was a movie I seen. I forgot what it is. It was like it was kind of like The Strangers, but like this couple was like stuck in a house, and I seen it in theaters. But I forgot the name of this movie, and they like literally around the house the whole time. And at the end of the movie, they have like this bear trap they like put on this guy's head, and it like latches onto his head. I forgot the name of that movie. There's another movie I've always wanted to watch again, but I forgot what it was. I know it was in an anthology movie. And I've looked for this a few times, but the movie was like this guy, like he robbed a bank with like two other people, and he ended up shooting the other two people, and he like tried to escape into the swamp, but he got shot by one of the people he shot, so he was like dying, and he ends up floating up to this houseboat where this old black voodoo man's there, and this black voodoo man has this vial that makes you immortal, and he sees this man dying, and he takes a risk and helps him out and gives him immortality, and like he nurses him back to health and everything like that. And the thief who had lost all his money because in the shootout with his partners, I don't know, like it's set in a swamp, man. I've always wanted to know what the name of that movie is again. I've wanted to watch it again. I remember renting it on VHS when I was a kid, and I've never found it again. I know at the end of the movie, he ends up trying to steal the formula for the immortality so he could sell it and make money. And the black man ends up catching him, and he like cuts all his arms and legs off, and like sets him on fire. And since he can't die because he's immortal now, he has to live the rest of his life like bandaged up. And like the end of the movie, he's like crying, knowing that he can't die in the hospital. Dog, I watched some fucked up shit when I was a kid. Back when I was growing up, we had like VHS stores, and they had like huge VHS horror sections, and you could rent 5 tapes for 5 nights for $5.25. And my grandparents on the weekend would give me like $20 to do whatever I wanted with, and I'd always go rent 5 tapes. And I'd rent a game, and that would come out to be like $11. And then we would get like chips and like 2-liter sodas and stuff, and I'd invite a friend over, and we would sit there, play the game we rented, and watch movies all weekend. Yeah, it does feel like yesterday. No, it's not the Serpent and the Rainbow. I know what the Serpent and the Rainbow is. I remember the movie that we hated the most. The movie we hated the most was a Julian Sands vehicle called The Vampire Diaries, I think. Was it The Vampire Diaries? Or Diary of a Vampire? God, I hated that fucking movie. I think it was Diary of a Vampire with Julian Sands. That was the worst movie I've seen in all my rents. Interview with the Vampire is good. That's a good movie. I watched The Green Inferno in theaters. And I knew it was going to be a pile of shit as soon as I seen like all like the grips and like cinematographers were like dudes from like South America. I'm like, Eli Roth did this shit on the low. And like Green Inferno is a love letter to Cannibal Holocaust, which I don't know why anybody would want to do a love letter to Cannibal Holocaust, because it was like one of the edgy films from like the 1970s, early 80s. I think it was late 70s, early 80s. But like they killed a whole bunch of animals in the movie, and the filmmakers are fucking trash. And it was originally called The Green Inferno, and like then like Eli Roth made a movie called The Green Inferno because it was Cannibal Holocaust was called The Green Inferno before they changed the name to Cannibal Holocaust. Cabin Fever was not a good movie, and I'm surprised they remade. Did you guys know they've remade Cabin Fever? Did you ever see Cannibal Ferox? That was the spinoff of Cannibal Holocaust. How about all those old Stuart Gordon movies like From Beyond and like Reanimator and like fucking Dagon? I love Stuart. I love Stuart Gordon movies. Fucking love them. I always thought did they not sequel Reanimator? I always thought they had like a movie called Bride of Reanimator in my head, but I don't think that's a real thing. Scariest movie I've ever seen? Like, that's subjective, man. Like, so there is a movie called Bride of Reanimator. Okay, so I wasn't like losing my mind because I'm almost certain I watched a movie called Bride of Reanimator. Woman in Black's a British horror movie. Like it's a different type of ghost story. It's kind of like Japanese ghost stories are much different than like American ghost stories. Am I scared of getting older? No. I feel it. Trust me, I feel it. how old was that anthology movie? But I guess I couldn't tell you how old that anthology movie was because like the VHS was really, really, really grainy. It was in color. It was in color, but I would say it was late 70s, early 80s. Like if I had to guess, but it could just been a bad cassette tape. Rest, I will do anything they want to pay me real money for. I think Yoo-hoos are delicious. Dude, Paranormal Activity, the original movie, was fucking legit. Like, all the other movies kind of sucked. But, like, the original one, like, the scene where he, like, climbs up into the fucking attic that's, like, in the closet in the hallway, that scene is fucking creepy. Like, legitimately fucking creepy. It's okay, make time. We're actually about to end the stream. Oh, I want to give a big shout out to my boy, Blackout, for the $100 donation. Appreciate the love, buddy. Thank you, Jose Rodriguez, for the $150. Thank you, Dietrich, for the chili and the sweet tea. Appreciate the love. I want to go and give a big shout out to RP Perk. Thank you for the $2. And I want to go out to Alvaro Galvez, thank you for the $50 as well. Appreciate everybody for coming out to your boys' stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. I'm Audi 5000. Peace, people.